second thing I want to talk about, I don't know who was talking about specifically, but I saw some people, whether it be on Twitter or the other media sites and stuff like that, saying that the Bucks are the best team in the league and they're head and shoulders above the competition. I'm not too sure about that. I think that's a really knee-jerk reaction to what we've seen from the Bucks in the first 2 weeks, and you and I and Tom Brady, he's looked great. I mean, 9 touchdowns to one interception. That's fantastic. His connection there with Gronk is still strong. I think they have like 101, 102 touchdowns. Is a duo now. Gronk, I mean, he's probably one of my best pickups in fantasy. I got him late round, and he's put up 4 touchdowns to the leading tight end scorer in the league right now. He's been real solid. I'm happy with that, or at least most touchdowns of any tight end in the league at this point. But are they really that much better than everyone else? Because, I mean, you have an MVP candidate in Tom Brady, of course. So you got that going for you. They're first in the league in average points score. They're at 39.5. The team behind them is the Cardinals at 36. So about 3.5 points difference there. But at the same time, they're giving up a whopping 27 points per game. And that's near the bottom of the pack of the league. 27 points per game is not sustainable. Even, I mean, unless maybe if the Chiefs are a couple seasons ago, but even that would be tough to keep up. And the offensive talent has been good, but not great. Leonard Fournette has been good, but not great. Chris Godwin is the leading receiver on this team in terms of yardage, and he's 17th in the league in receiving yards and 9th in the league in touchdowns. He has a couple of those. Mike Evans only has 2 touchdowns on the season, of course tied for 9th right there with Chris Godwin, but has less than 100 yards receiving on the year. Gronk has been their biggest threat. 4 touchdowns, 129 yards so far. How long is that going to last, though? I mean, we keep asking the same question with Tom Brady, so I guess he's going to last forever, too. But eventually, that's going to stop at one point, and you're going to have to look elsewhere to your Antonio Browns, to your Mike Evans, to your Chris Godwins, guys that you're paying a lot, well, maybe not, at least not Antonio Brown, but Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, 2 guys you're paying a lot of money. You have to get them a little more involved in the offense, or they have to step up themselves. And this amazing defense and this amazing pass rush that we saw in the Super Bowl last year, the pass rush that won them the Super Bowl last year was not Tom Brady. Tom Brady should not have been MVP. Okay, that goes to Levante David. He should have been Super Bowl MVP. At the least, Shaq Barrett, someone like that. But this amazing pass rush. They have 2 sacks on the season. They have 2 sacks, and they've been going up against the Dallas Cowboys, who have pretty good offensive line, admittedly, and the Atlanta Falcons, who do not have the best of offensive lines. And now their secondary is injured, and they're losing bodies there, and already not very deep secondary unit. I mean, they're looking for Richard Sherman for help right now. That's not a good sign. And you have to take a look. I mean, they put up the points, but they've put the points against 2 poor defenses in the Cowboys and the Falcons. And they've given up 27 points per game to a Cowboys offense that can be good, can be bad. Normally, it's pretty good. Dak Prescott, when he's on. But, of course, they only have that passing game. Their running game isn't very good. And then the Falcons put up enough points here to kind of make you at least, like, somewhat... I don't know. I might be being a bit harsh with that one. I guess it wouldn't scratch your head, that one. They put up 25. It's not great. You can't be giving up 25 to the Falcons, man. Especially if you're trying to be head and shoulders the best team in the league. So I'm pushing back on this narrative. The Bucs may be the best team in the league at this point, but it's very close. They're not pulling away from it at all. There's a lot of holes. There's a lot of flaws in this team, especially they're on what's their bread and butter is supposed to be that defense. But there's a lot of holes, a lot of flaws, and it's a long season, and they're already getting beat up, of course, in a long season, so they can go ahead and start getting things together and get going again. But I'm not sold on the Bucs team yet. They might be one of the most overrated teams in the league at this point, as a matter of fact, and that's not calling them bad. It's just calling them overrated, like what Alex says with Chase Young. He's not bad. Well, actually, he kind of doesn't like Chase Young, but bad example. But he's not bad. but they could be overrated. Those are two different things. You gotta find the distinction between those two. The Bucs, I mean, we'll see when we get to the power rankings. They're one of the best teams in the league. But like I said, are they head and shoulders above the competition? No, they're not. No, they're not. Can they be? Yes. Can they also drop below? Yes. We'll just have to wait and see with them.